Number 8, Raheem Baptiste. Number 10, Mahler Santi Pasu. Number 12, Toby Evans Gillum. Number 13, Jaden McCree. Number 20, Nick Lowry. Number 25, Santiago Lopez. And number 44, Nathaniel Claudio. The Mountain Lions are led by head coach Alex Smith, Alejandro Jaramillo, Cheslon Carolison, Matt Rorda, Therese Lawrence, and Jordan Dansby Ross. And now let's meet the home team, the number 1 seed, Charleston Golden Eagles, who enter today's game with a record of 15 wins, 0 losses, and 4 draws. In goal, number 12, Costas Parisis. Number 4, Sam Newell. Number 5, Mackenzie Mason. Number 6, Paul Ost. Number 8, Kyle Morais. Number 9, Leo Dutra. Number 10, Tommy Pentrangaro. Number 15, Franco Tridati. Number 22, Martine Echeran. Number 26, Jack Allen. And number 27, Joao Silva. The Golden Eagles are led by head coach Daniel Smee, assisted by Corbin Bowers, Connor Hartwell, Alejandro Quirti, Tyler Card, Mo Rad, and Adi Olamuyiwa.
For over 4 decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan. Here for you.
No weekend plans? Try some of ours. From unrivaled outdoor adventure you won't find anywhere else in the world, to hometown plates and platters that pair well with the local craft beers. The happiest hours start here. Mountaineer Country. Come, go wild.
You're watching the Mountain East Conference Men's Soccer Championship Final on Mountain East TV. Welcome inside the Welch Athletic Complex on the campus of the University of Charleston. I'm Daniel Woods, Michael Schultz alongside as we are ready to crown a champion in the Mountain East Conference. The University of Charleston, unbeaten on the season, 15-0-4, welcomes the Concord Mountain Lions, 13-3-3. Under the direction of head coach Alex Smith, who has brought this Concord program to new heights over the last couple of years. But to be the man, you've got to beat the man, they say. And in the Mountain East Conference, when it comes to men's soccer, the man certainly is the University of Charleston. Michael, this match is one that has been anticipated since the seeds came out for the conference tournament. These two met twice in the regular season, a win for Charleston at Concord in a match where the Mountain Lions went a man down. Just less than 2 weeks ago, they meet again here, a scoreless draw. Just one of 4 opponents this year that has gotten a result against Charleston is Concord.
You're exactly right. This is going to be an unbelievable championship match, Daniel, and cannot wait because you're going to see 2 teams with very distinct, different styles. Charleston's so fast and skilled with the ball on their feet. This Concord team likes to get physical. They don't mind the yellow cards. Their leading scorer, Mahler Santi Pasu, has had 2 red cards on the season. look for this Concord team to try to send it up to their forwards with long passes and just be super physical against this Charleston attack.
So the 2 times that these teams met in the regular season, a 2-1 win in Athens for the University of Charleston. That was on September the 17th, and the second match was not all that long ago, November the 5th, a scoreless draw in the regular season finale here at the Welch Athletic Complex for West Virginia, for the University of Charleston. A victory over Davis and Elkins is what has brought you here 2-0. That was last Wednesday. On the other side, Concord defeating West Liberty to get to this point. West Liberty, a little bit of a pop-up challenger in the semifinals, but Concord handled business well in that match. And we're excited to get this one started because just given the way that these first 2 matches have gone, like you said, played incredibly physically, somewhere in the realm of 30 cautions given out in the first 2 matches. This is going to certainly be a heated match that not just are we going to see a feeling of rivalry between these 2 teams. These are just 2 great teams that are going to give each other 100%.
Really are. As I mentioned, Charleston throughout the lineup, just so skilled, whether it's their forwards, their mids, their defense, so skilled and quick with the ball on their feet. This Concord front row, though, between Jaden McCree, Mahler Santi Pasu, they are like gazelles with the ball on their feet, which is why Concord likes the long entry to tell them, go get it.
And it is Charleston on the ball first. The Golden Eagles in white, Concord in black uniforms away today. Set the lineups for these 2 teams. The 11 is unchanged for Charleston from its semifinal victory. Martine Etcherin, the freshman of the year in the conference, first-team All-MEC pick, leads the line, flanked on the wings by Tomas Petrangaro and Leonardo Dutra. The midfield made up of Caio Moraes and Paul Aust, and the back 4 for head coach Daniel Smee, Franco Tradati on the left, the center backs Mackenzie Mason and Jack Allen. Joao Silva is the right back with Kostas Parisis in goal, and he has been tremendous throughout the season, leading the league in saves. As it is UC on the ball, continuing here on the other side for head coach Alex Smith of Concord. 1 change to the lineup, and that is the addition of Nathaniel Claudio. He will slot in as the right wing back in a back 5 for this Concord team. Opposite him is Ted Roberts, a first-team All-Conference pick who is tied for the league lead in assists. The 3 center backs in that formation, Santiago Lopez on the left, Zachary Messam in the middle, and Eric Lotus on the right, as this is Charleston with a chance quickly into the box here for Etcherin, who will turn and strike. But Nathan Scargill is there. He's been in a rotation between the sticks for this Concord team over the last few weeks with Miguel Oliveira. But it is Scargill there to make the stop. The midfield for this 3-5-2 look for Concord across the middle is Raheem Baptiste, Nick Lowry, and Toby Evans-Gillum. And then the 2 forwards up top, as you mentioned, Jaden McCree and Mahler Santi Pasu, the league leader in goals in the Mountain East Conference with 13, a first-team All-Conference pick.
And that's a good sign for Charleston to get that shot off. Obviously an easy save by Cargill. But this is a Charleston team, over 16 shots a game. First time down in Athens, 18 shots. Last time, just 4 against this Concord defense. So just getting an early shot is a good sign for Charleston.
Long throw taken deep into the corner by Zach Messam, who's got the captain's armband today for Concord, out past the byline for a Parisis goal kick. And you can already tell the environment here inside the Welch Athletic Complex is one that's got a lot of people excited. You can hear the bass drum on one end. Just saw a Concord bass drum brought into the other end of the stand. This is going to be an exciting day. And the guys between the lines certainly are going to bring some action. This is Etcherin on the ball through the midfield, given off for the Offensive Player of the Year in the conference, Sam Newell. And you can see immediately the skill of this Charleston team on the ball. Quick passing and not afraid to play through the back as well. That build-up play, a hallmark of Daniel Smee's program.
And you'll see a lot of wonderful passing, one-touch passes. This is a Charleston team that really is skilled with the ball on their feet.
Cross in from Newell. It's past the run of Etcherin and out for a throw-in. That one running all the way across the goal mouth, defended well by Scargill and by that back line from Concord. It'll be a throw-in in a pretty dangerous area still here for the Mountain Lions.
Etcherin with the run. I tell you what, if you are going to start for a team that is #1 in the country as a freshman, you better be pretty darn good. And Martine Etcherin is just that, freshman player of the year in the Mountain East Conference.
Claudio with the throw, but this one punched right back into a dangerous area again for Concord. He's going to try to clear the lines and not succeed in doing so. Played back down into the corner by Kyle Morais for Charleston, and Concord has found itself penned deep around the corner flag once again with Messam coming over to take the throw.
You mentioned the dueling drums. You know, I'm still waiting on the cowbell. This match needs more cowbell.
This one headed on by McCree and out of play for Charleston to have the throw headed back the other way.
Mentioned Franco Tridati, 15 for Charleston, picking up the ball. Defensive player of the year in the Mountain East Conference. Just such a heady player. Knows when to press, when to fall back.
Looked like an opportunity there for Etcherin on the ball, but it's seen out well by that Concord back line, and struggling to keep it in there for Charleston was Mackenzie Mason, the junior center back, and now Concord will have an opportunity for a throw in deep in the Golden Eagle end. And again, Messam coming forward. We saw him attempt that long throw a little bit earlier, and with so many black jerseys headed into the box, it looks like that's what head coach Alex Smith has directed his center back to come forward and do once again. And Messam coming forward, they're ready to play. And he is going to send this into the box. Headed towards the near post, flicked on by McCree. Falls to a Concord forward. That's Concord and Charleston both actually appealing for handballs on that play. McCree couldn't get a second touch to it, and it rolls out harmlessly for a goal kick that'll be taken here by Mason.
I think it's an unspoken rule of soccer that if it goes out, both teams have to automatically point in their direction. Isn't that right?
Well, it's a chaotic game. You want to get the officials on your side, right?
I said it's an unspoken rule.
Right.
So
this is Mason with it on his left foot, a long drive out to Etcherin, who tracks back well to control it off the chest, but a touch here is a little heavy. Claudio will play it forward. Now you've got the keeper off of his line, and a shot from McCree, maybe a bit rushed there, took it on the second touch and just spun it wide.
And you can see the dangerous speed of these forwards for Concord. Jaden McCree, teammates call him Speedy. Talking to Daniel Smee after the last Concord-Charleston match, he said he could hear when Concord entered a long entry, he could hear the Concord players go get it, Speedy. You can see that speed right there from the 6'4 junior from Trinidad.
3 goals, 2 assists on the season for McCree. Nearly had his 4th to light up the scoreboard here to open this one. This one flicked back out of the midfield by Toby Evans-Gillum, a senior from the Sunshine Coast in Australia. And it'll be Charleston back in possession. The Golden Eagles have seen the majority of the ball, but you would certainly say the most dangerous chance came just moments ago for Concord. So the back and forth starting to settle in. This throw to be taken by Tridati, and he'll drop it back immediately, then be called upon to flick it forward. On the ball, Tomas Petrangaro outplaying that wide midfield position for Charleston, and now a great switch of play. This is one of the center backs coming forward. That's Silva, the right back. Here's another chance to cross for Charleston, but it's played wide by Dutra, and it's deflected out by one of the Concord defenders. That's going to be a corner kick, first of the match, coming here for UC.
UC is a master at earning corner kicks. 122 coming into this match, just 31 for their opponents.
Dutra will send it in off the left boot. This will swing in towards Scargill. And an early set-piece opportunity here for the Golden Eagles to try to get on the board. Right hand in the air for Dutra. And he will send this towards the near post. It's flicked on by Etcherin. Well defended by Scargill. Another chance coming here for Charleston. Dutra trying to cross in. It's knocked away by Messam, and there will be another corner. How about that from Martine Etcherin, rising to meet that ball and nearly beating Scargill, who parried it well.
How about that entry by Dutra? You can see right there. Got it in elevation. Etcherin with beautiful timing on the header. Redirected it right at Scargill, who comes up with a big save for Concord.
Another chance here for Dutra. Much of the same as he sends this one in again near post. This is headed on and into the back of the net for Charleston to take an early lead. It's going to be Jack Allen to claim it. The center back rising and getting ahead on that ball. UC leaps ahead just minutes into the match. And it's the second of the season for Jack Allen off the back line.
Jack Allen and Mackenzie Mason, usually the last two defenders, last line of defense. But Charleston likes to put Jack Allen forward on corners, and he delivers. Back end, just redirected. Two outstanding entries by Dutra. And, boy, that's a big opening goal for Charleston. Jack Allen to send a signal. It's not going to be like the last match. We are going to come, and we're going to score goals today.
A beauty of a delivery from Dutra, and then it was Allen coming in behind to outleap Eric Lotus, one of the center backs, and put that into the net past Scargill. Not a chance for the keeper there. And as we are in the 9th minute of this match, it is Charleston ahead 1-0 on a tremendous setup and finish from Dutra to Jack Allen, the senior from Cape Schanck, Australia. A second-team all-conference pick getting on the board. Well done there from Etcherin to play it on in the direction of Petrangaro, but it is out for a throw in here for Concord. Sent down line and booted away by Mason. Etcherin trying to win this back. Instead, it'll be Dutra knocked to the ground. No whistle comes. Mason heading it back into the midfield as the pace is picking up a bit here. Concord putting the pressure on. Pasu pursuing down to the corner against Tradati. That's going to be played out for a throw.
And you can see Concord prefers longer entries, try to get a fast break opportunity. Charleston content with building up from the back. Concord doing their best to disrupt that slow build. But it's so hard to do against this Charleston team because Charleston's so skilled with the ball on their feet.
Etcherin tripped up on the throw there by Messam, the junior from Manchester, Jamaica, an honorable mention all-conference pick. And it looks like he may have come out a bit worse for wear there, checking to see if he was split open up around the mouth and nose area, but looks like he's all right and will play on. No harm done.
Tripped up, thrown down. It was a foul.
Tradati will send this forward in the direction of Etcherin, who's knocked away from the ball, and now will get a whistle and a foul headed the other way, as Lotus had come forward to try to head that on and was knocked out of the air. And as you mentioned, Concord loves to play the ball long, and you're going to see exactly that here with Scargill coming out nearly 40 yards from his own goal to take this free kick.
Looked like Messam is going to need some attention, you mentioned. A bloody lip or nose or something on that foul.
Member of the training staff out, and again with the substitution rules, you don't want to bring Messam off if you don't have to, but in a match like this, you surely can't afford to play with 10, so it looks like we are going to get a substitution for Messam to come off and receive that attention, and Alex Smith is going to bring Adam Leibowitz on. He started the last match for Concord at that right wing back position, gave way to Claudio to start this one, and it looks like it's going to be a straight swap, and they will have to realign that back line for Concord. Scargill plays it long. The first head to it is McCree. The second to it, though, is Charleston's Paul Aust, and it will be the Golden Eagles coming forward. Controlled through the midfield by Petrangaro, and now back for Allen, the goal scorer.
You mentioned Scargill between the pipes for Concord today. It was actually Oliveria who was the goalkeeper in that 0-0 draw a week and a half ago. So it's interesting. It's Scargill giving up the goal early here for Concord.
Those two have rotated a good bit throughout the season. Scargill, a first-team all-conference pick a year ago, second team league pick this year, but Alex Smith finding something with Oliveria.
And actually each played a half
right
in the semifinal win over West Liberty.
It is Scargill that gets the nod today, but as you see there, Alex Smith not afraid to make the change. And you wonder, depending on how this first half goes, if Oliveria will hear his name called at some point. This is Newell on the ball. Dropped for Ost for Charleston, overlapping run coming forward from Silva. And he's not able to control it. It's out for the goal kick from Scargill.
You've seen already, Charleston does not mind sending its defenders forward. On one hand, you have Franco Tridati, on the other side, João Silva, both listed as defenders, but many times they actually play the role of midfielders because they press up so far on offense.
A combined 4 goals and 6 assists between the two. Tridati, of course, the defensive player of the year in the league, both of them first-team All-MEC picks. This one driven long by Scargill and headed back onto the attack for Charleston. Etcherin, a sliding play made by Leibowitz to play that into a less dangerous position, but the Golden Eagles still on the ball, will come forward down the flank with Petrangaro, headed down by Etcherin, and now played into the box, headed for the back post. The first head to it comes from Concord, out into still that right side. First for Dutra, and now Silva, who's come forward, but a poor pass is taken away by Pasu, and it will stop the attack for the moment.
Charleston loves to attack players with the ball in their own defensive end, force the turnover.
Nice flick there to Dutra, rather from Dutra to Ost, and Charleston will again intend that build-up play here. Skied by Mason, and that's Flores rising to meet it, but now rather Lopez, and Charleston will again attempt to build now down the left side. Not much there to work with from Petrangaro, and you can see the patience of this team, just how well they've been coached. You don't have what you want in a particular position. Play it back, try to find that different angle of attack, and that's what they've done here again with Dutra working down that wing. Laid off for Ost. He will send this one into the box wide of Scargill and out for a goal kick.
No, you're exactly right. Charleston, if they don't find something, they are perfectly content going all the way back to midfield or even beyond in order to kind of reset, reverse field. Again, so skilled. You won't see them on runouts very often. That's not how they like to play. That's not what their strong point is. They would rather outskill you and outquick you in the buildup.
Concord set to make some changes when we get to our next stoppage, but not before the goal kick here from Scargill. Played forward. Good hold-up play from Pasu there for the moment, but McCree was knocked down. Pasu will win it back, though. Knocked Charleston off the ball. Pasu on the attack, the league's leading goal scorer, but great defensive play coming in by Charleston. 3 white jerseys surrounded him as he reached the top of the box. Ted Roberts is tripped up. Joint leader in the conference in assists, and that was one of his first touches of the match. He's taken down, and this will be a free kick coming for Concord.
João Silva with the foul. You could see even in that short little burst, Santi Pasu so dangerous with the ball, so fast. He just got that turnover, and in the space of about 15 yards, he accelerated past a couple of Charleston defenders. You can see the foul here on the replay. Silva comes in.
Bit of a rash challenge, but nothing untoward, nothing malicious, and it appears Roberts, after a moment of being attended to, is going to be able to stay on. And he will be the one to take the free kick here for Concord, trying to equalize with 15 minutes gone. Off the left boot, this one sent in, rolling to the middle of the box. It was Lopez that got the first touch to it, but knocked away by a couple of white jerseys. This will be Claudio trying to keep the attack on. That ball only finds the feet of Tridati, though, and Charleston will attempt to build up out of that deep corner. Etcherin has done so well tracking back to provide an option, but not able to control there. This over the top for McCree. He could be in on goal. Played towards Parisis, but that first touch not strong enough to beat the keeper.
If you're Charleston and you turn the ball over, again, you can see how fast Concord can counterattack with the speed on the front line.
And now it is Dutra playing down that right side. It's seen out well by Concord, and Mason will have to step forward to knock it away from Pasu. This headed right back as a trading of blows is settled here through the midfield, and now it will be controlled well by Charleston with Moraes back to Silva.
Yeah, and Moraes says enough of this ball up in the air. That's not our game. Puts it on the ground.
Great pressure here from Pasu, who goes to ground there, not going to draw the foul call there.
No, there was contact, but that was a 50-50 ball. Good job by the official, waving it off.
Petrangaro going to give way to Tradati here for the throw. And you see still the patience of the defensive player of the year in the conference, waiting for options to open up. He picks out a good one with Echerin. Here now they will play through Newell in the midfield. They've attacked that right wing well with Dutra, and they will do it again here. Overlapping run comes from Silva, not able to play him. Good defending from Lopez, but Dutra still on the ball, driving towards the top of the box. We'll let this one go. It's loose for Echerin. Scargill down after it. It's cleared off the line by Leibowitz, and now Concord able to clear its lines for the moment. But a couple of guys down in the box, and it looks like it is going to be a kick for Concord out of its own area.
I mean, if you're Concord, you're happy, no goal.
Certainly.
You're also asking why one player, Martin Echeron, can cause that much chaos all by himself. It's a good entry by Dutra. I think it was a shot. Echeron just hanging around, able to redirect it towards Scargill, and then just chaos broke out in front of the goal mouth until finally Concord cleared it.
And now Leibowitz, who came on for the injured Messam, is down. Messam appears poised to come back into the match after having that situation resolved. Like we said, looked to have been hit in the face and needed to get some things cleaned up. So Leibowitz is the one that's down. He was the defender there that was able to clear it away finally, and he'll be helped back to his feet, and it looks like Messam will return in his place.
So far, the beginning of this match, it's been Charleston, the aggressor. 4 shots, which equals the total shots they had last time these two teams played. And they have come out and determined that we're going to hit first instead of waiting to get hit. Concord's not been able, they've had a couple moments where something might be brewing, but they really haven't found much going on their long entries like they like to do from the sides.
And we've seen Scargill consistently drive these goal kicks deep. And with Echerin up there, seems that's the case here again. He will send this long. The first head to it for Concord is McCree, but well defended there.
Yeah, you can see 3 defenders converged on Santi Pasu every time he gets the ball.
Petrangaro tripped up. No whistle. This will be Concord to take the throw. And again, as we've seen, they want to play long. They will do it again with Messam coming over.
You can tell from the shadows on the field that for Charles Paresis in goal, putting his hands up to his face, that sun right in his face is going to be an issue here for another 15, 20 minutes. If you're Concord, you got to take note of that.
Some changes coming up front here for Concord with 27 minutes to play here in the opening half. Dominic Malam will come into the match. He's actually second on this team in goals, 5 goals, 2 assists. And Andy Cruz has come into the match as well and will slot in up front. So it's Malam taking over that second striker position next to Pasu, and Cruz coming into the midfield. Charleston will have the throw with Tradati.
Always a nice luxury when you can bring an all-conference performer off the bench like Malam. Charleston the same way. They've got all-conference performers who start games on the bench.
Only option there for Mason was to play it into space for Silva under pressure from Malam. He's able to get it out of danger for the moment and simply drive it up that far touch line. Sent back by Roberts, a good touch ahead, but well defended by Jack Allen for Charleston. Stepping forward, a touch for Raheem Baptiste. We've not seen active on the ball very much. He is knocked down by Silva. And it appears it's going to be a kick taken here for Concord. Baptiste down for the moment. Head coach Alex Smith of Concord over there on the sideline appealing for maybe a stiffer caution from the official, but it is still going to be a free kick.
Official held up 2 fingers to Silva as if to say, okay, you're getting close to the line now twice.
That one driven low, seen away only as far as Lotus, who will lob it back. Mason heads away, and dropping back, Petrangaro will control for Charleston. Trodati will play it long, looking to find the run of Newell, who's come forward. Messam able to shield him away, and it's out for a Concord throw. Well defended there by Zachary Messam, the captain of that back line.
Sam Newell on that run for Charleston, actually the offensive player of the year in the Mountain East Conference. Just 4 goals, but 9 assists. So adept at finding his teammates in dangerous positions.
Petrangaro with a little bit of an awkward play to bring that down, but it is controlled by Charleston. Echerin back for Trodati. Quick touch back from Petrangaro, but the pressure from Pasu allows Concord to win it back. Not for long, though. Baptiste didn't have an angle to try to play that out. It'll be Charleston to have the throw. You mentioned the all-conference performers for this Charleston team. It's hard not to find one in the starting lineup. 10 of the 11 starters today receiving some kind of recognition from the league.
And by the way, the one who did, Mackenzie Mason, number 5, he has been playing so well on the back line for Charleston that he's kind of unseated Thomas Mueller, who is second-team all-conference defensively.
That's the kind of depth that gets you ranked number 1 in the country, you could say.
Exactly.
Nice play on the ball made by one of the fans down in front of us as Charleston will send this forward again. Mason, speak of the devil, gets the touch there to play it forward. Now Ost tripped up. No foul here as Santi Pasu will play himself into space. He's cut off. Petrangaro goes to ground. Allen playing it back to the keeper, who's under duress there from Malam. It will go out for Concord to have the throw. A little bit of a chaotic run there from Pasu. Petrangaro tried to draw the foul, and Malam providing that pressure gave Parisis no other option.
Yeah, Petrangaro will try to draw a lot of fouls. Notice I say attempt to draw. You will see him on the turf a lot trying to get that call.
Messam to take the long throw here to the edge of the area. First head to it from Charleston, and Ost will boot that out of danger. Echerin providing some pressure, collides with Lotus and wins the ball for Charleston. This sprayed into a wide area for Dutra to come forward. He's got a lot of room to work with. Assessing his options, gets an overlapping run from Silva. Will slip this ahead into the box. Echerin will have a shot, and Scargill there to stop it. The ball's still loose. It will go out, and this will be a Charleston corner.
I mean, what a pass. You saw that drop pass to a streaking Echerin. That is prototypical Charleston attack. Doing it on the ground with skill, deft passing. And Echerin with a good opportunity. Scargill, though, with the save. You can see, watch this drop pass from Dutra. He knows where Echerin's going to be. Echerin one-touches it. Scargill alert for for Concord between the posts.
Dutra has delivered once on the set piece already. Instead, he will play it short. This spun in by Petrangaro. It's played through. Silva at the back post can't have it. Here's Mason with a shot. It's blocked. Newell will have another chance. It's still loose in the box. It finally finds Ted Roberts for Concord, who will send this long out of danger. A couple of bites at the apple there for Charleston, but Concord with a heavy number of black jerseys in the box, able to parry those shots away.
If you're Charleston, that's just what you want. Apply the pressure. Just keep applying the pressure.
Trodati cutting into a more central position here, trying to create something. He's hit from behind. And it'll be a free kick here. Toby Evans-Gillum taking him down.
Yeah, that's another hard foul approach to the line. Trodati is going to be all right. Both Paul Host and Kai Morais talking to the official. You can see got the ball, so it's a good, hard challenge. But this is right on the attacking third line. The place of Charleston is dangerous.
Trodati spins that one in. Sent away by Concord. Laid off for Petrangaro. Back for Mason to lob ahead. Messam and now Baptiste trying to see it away. Cruz Outleapt by Austin. A nice touch by Dutra will control it for Charleston. Silva ahead only as far as that midfield, and it will create an opportunity here for Malam to chase it into the corner. Pressing high on Silva, who shielded him well there along the touchline, and that's great defending from Silva to drop that off for Allen, and now Echerin chesting it down to Ost to run onto the ball. Petrangaro not on the same page with Newell. Lotus seeing it out of danger, but
Charleston bracketing Sante Pasu anytime he gets the ball.
And here's Newell with space to create, sprays it wide for Petrangaro. A nice move to get around one defender, Claudio, between him and the goal, and now here comes a second with Messam. It's dropped back for Ost to try to create that extra angle. Instead, they will lay it back for Trinati. He sends one in low. Evans Gillum stepped to it well. Newell knocked down. This one just sitting for someone to pick up, and it'll go back to Mason.
And you mentioned that patience. You can see it right there. Just go back and reset, and then immediately apply the pressure. Dutra on the far side.
Looking for an angle to cross, a couple of step overs, trying to free himself of Roberts. He's able to do so. This one put in high towards the back post. There's nobody there for Charleston. Not able to direct that towards another white jersey, out for a Concord throw-in.
Yeah, Dutra just overcooked that a little bit. Maybe got excited. He actually got a free look at the ball.
Charleston poised for its first substitution at the next opportunity.
You know, you mentioned Silva. To do an analogy to the other football, a lockdown cornerback.
Absolutely.
That is João Silva for Charleston. On that far side, he is defense, but you see him so involved offensively as well. But, man, when they need him to lock down an opposing player, you've seen it already this afternoon. He can do it.
And we talked about the goalkeeper situation for Concord, rotating Oliveria and Scargill. It's Scargill that draws the start today, but he has gone down after that last play. Looks to be a cramping situation as the trainer has come out to stretch that right leg. As far as that rotation goes between the two seniors, Scargill from Windsor, England, a 9-3-2 record. He's made 13 starts. This is his 16th appearance, rather his 14th start is today. A second-team All-MEC pick. Miguel Oliveira, the senior from Lisbon, Portugal, has started 5 matches, appeared in 6 with a 3-0-1 record. But it looks like Scargill is going to stay on after being attended to there. And Daniel Smee, taking advantage of that opportunity, brought all 11 Charleston players over to the dugout for some instructions. So it appears we're ready to play on.
Yeah, I think the instructions are keep doing what you're doing.
Certainly.
Scargill's got to get your stretching exercise, Daniel. I saw you stretching before this broadcast. It was impressive, I got to tell you.
I have to maintain some level of flexibility to do what I do up here.
This old man was going to follow you and like, oh, no, I can't do that.
Concord is going to make another substitution in addition to Charleston here. Reese Joshua McCarthy has come on and will play along this right flank. Charleston has brought on Mattia Marini, one of the goal scorers in the semifinal victory over Davis and Elkins.
Marini, a sophomore out of Italy. He's been playing really well for Charleston.
So McCarthy, or Joshua McCarthy that is, has taken up this right wing position as it's Santi Pasu surrounded by white jerseys. They simply are not going to give him an opportunity, as that Ost was able to play that out.
No, you can see that's a little bit of a change since the last time these two teams have met. Anytime Santi Pasu touches the ball, Charleston wants to bracket him with at least 2 players, maybe 3. Just force his teammates to make a play.
Long ball here from Lopez. Can Santi Pasu get on the other end of it? He can't, but Malam can on the second ball, working through traffic. Well defended by Paul Ost. Here's a tripped up player on the edge of the box.
Definitely contact in the box. That was Joshua McCarthy, who just came in the game. You can see right here on the right-hand side. No.
That's a clean challenge from Trodati. Again, well done by Joshua McCarthy to try to draw the foul as he was surrounded by Charleston defenders. And
that's what the Concord needs to do, just kind of long entries and then create some chaos.
This one driven long by Parisis. Brought down first by Austin, now to the feet of Marini, holding up play well and laying it off for Morais to challenge down this left side. Trodati cutting it on the right foot, laying it back for Allen again to try to create another angle. They've had more success down that right wing than the left, and that is where they will play it again as far as Messam hit high into the air and headed down for Marini to run onto.
Yeah, Leo Dutra, who's got the ball on his feet now, has been so good on that right-hand side.
Some space here for Trodati centrally. He was tripped up by Santi Pasu, and a little bit of a late whistle there. I think the official was waiting to see if that would affect possession, and once Santi Pasu was able to get onto the ball, it's a free kick given for Charleston.
And this is a dangerous spot on the field. Just inside the attacking third. Morais looking at it, Dutra looking at it. Charleston regularly sends two players.
And
Dutra goes away.
And now he's going to come right back. It will be Morais to take it. Popped up into the box. A chance for Marini at the back post. He was knocked to the ground. It goes out appearingly for a goal kick. Marini doing well to try to get onto the end of that.
Yep, timed it perfectly. Watch this. Morais made contact, and then just from below, back, just tripped up the feet.
Incidental contact there from Joshua McCarthy. Not a lot of it, but a chance there for Marini in a dangerous area. And the home faithful here in Charleston wanting an opportunity to penalty that will not come.
It's kind of a universal officiating term when you don't want to blow the whistle. Incidental. Incidental contact.
This popped up by Dutra. Echerin trying to shield Messam away. He does well to try to turn onto it, but a sweeping play across the back line made by Baptiste.
You mentioned earlier in this half, Martin Echerin, a lot of energy for Charleston. He's been good. He has been all over the field, getting touches, making runs.
And his pace seemingly has not slowed across the first 30 minutes. He's as dynamic here in the 30th minute as he was in the beginning. Morais on the ball for Charleston, wide for Marini. Trying to slide away from a couple of defenders. A nice play there coming in for Concord by Evans Gillum. And it's out for a throw. Well-timed slide to see that away. Trodati dropping it for Newell, who's come across. Back for Mason. Will survey from the back. Great pressure by Santi Pasu. Had to send that forward in the direction of Morais. Showing a level of calmness over the ball, and now laying it back for Mason, and Santi Pasu again there to challenge him.
Yeah, these Charleston players, Dutra, Morais, Petrangaro, so patient with the ball on their feet. They know that they are more skilled with the ball on their feet than the Concord defenders, and so they just their patience is so palatable.
Morais played it through the legs of Santi Pasu, but well done by the league's leading goal scorer to take that one over. He's tripped up. There's not going to be a foul given. Santi Pasu asking for it.
No.
And it's not going to be granted.
Thought it was a hard challenge, but a well-timed and good challenge.
Certainly so. Silva playing forward to Dutra. Tripped up from behind by Roberts. Concord will have possession forward with Malam trying to run onto it. Parisis off his line. Will control as soon as it comes into the area.
You know, as a player, all you want is consistency. You saw Dutra taken down on the far side there. You see this play right here. Now, got the ball. Good challenge, hard challenge by Mackenzie Mason. Dutra taken down on the far side off a defensive challenge. No whistle. Play on. So it is consistent.
Officials have let them play, but as you said, everybody's being allowed to play. It's been a consistent whistle as this is Dutra trying to slip it ahead for Newell, defended there by Lotus, and now a long ball forward in the direction of Santi Pasu. Parisis off his line is able to boot it away from the top of the box. And the flag is up as That's Roberts that was offside as that ball came forward.
And you can see that. You can see that's what Concord wants to do. That long entry, just telling their forwards, go get it. A little bit dicey if you're a Charleston fan to see Parisas that far off the line, especially when somebody like Santi Pasu is running right at him, can fly. But so far, Parisas, let's just say he's timed it well, but he hasn't given himself a lot of cushion.
Scargill drives this free kick long. The first head to it is Allen. Now Silva for Charleston. Still Malam trying to give chase. It's cleared away for the moment. Etcherin trying to hold up Lopez from getting onto the ball, but Lotus controls for Charleston. Brought down by Malam, but a heavy touch falls to Trinati, and Marini will have a chance to start the counter here for the Golden Eagles. Newell had it knocked off his feet. Now here's Santi Pasu over it. 30 yards from goal. He's held up for the moment by Morais. Now he'll have a sliding shot towards goal, and it's sprayed wide of Parisas and out of play.
Dominique Malholm, he was making a run on the far post, just couldn't catch up to that shot attempt that went to the left. You can see how quickly Concord can take turnovers and turn them into shot opportunities. Right there, you see Malholm coming in the picture just a little bit late.
Couple of substitutes headed to the halfway line here as Parisas sends this downfield off the left boot. Dutra with a head to it, but Cruz wins the ball for Concord. Allen stepping over, sends it down, and Etcherin does well to get the first touch on that, but Roberts able to step in front. Play back for Scargill, who sends another long ball forward. Had a Charleston defender go down. That was Silva, who then tripped up Allen as he tried to win the ball. The Golden Eagles still on it, though. Dutra hemmed in, had the last touch on it. It's out for a throw. And we will get those substitutes now as Charleston is going to bring on Samuel Montez at one of those advanced positions, as well as Alan Legrio.
Legrio back in the lineup. He's been injured. He hasn't played for about a month and a half. Had a fast start. The freshman had a fast start to the season.
Concord has brought on Mateo Rodriguez. That's number 7 in black. As well as Darian Bradshaw. So 2 changes for either team. And this throw from Roberts sent back for Scargill. Etcherin coming up to provide the pressure, and it's sent long again. Rodriguez, fresh off the bench, tried to rise to meet it. Allen was there for Charleston. He's there again, but this one falls to Santi Pasu. Played wide here for Joshua McCarthy. Into the box, he's cut off by Trinati, and that's the kind of play you expect from the Defensive Player of the Year in the Mountain East Conference.
Talked about Silva being basically a cover corner that completely envelops attackers. Franco Trinati does that as well for Charleston.
10 minutes to play here in this opening half as Silva comes forward again. It's played for Legrio, who's taken up occupancy on that right wing. It's Ost, wide for Marini. And Ost will take it back here from Trinati. Slipped forward, a great ball for Newell. A foot race here from Messam down into the corner. The center back from Concord wins it. And it is going to be a Concord goal kick. They say the last touch there came from Newell.
Home fans don't like the call. Thought that it was off on the Charleston defender. As we go approach the 9-minute mark left in the first half.
That sun has gone behind one of the buildings out here across from the Welch Athletic Complex, which I think is a welcome sight for Charleston on the attack, and certainly will be for Concord in the second half, as well as for the Charleston keeper Parisas, and then for Scargill in the second half. Santi Pasu slips this one forward, trying to find the run of Joshua McCarthy. It's too strong, just a bit heavy on that ball forward. It goes out past the byline for a Parisas goal kick.
And if you're Charleston, you much rather see Santi Pasu kicking that ball on the entry than being on the receiving end, because with his speed, he may very well have been able to track that down.
Joshua McCarthy has been at least the attempted recipient of some of those balls forward. He's got a goal and an assist this season. But I'm sure for Charleston, you'd prefer it be Santi Pasu playing that ball forward than, as you said, being on the other end of it with 13 goals in 19 matches this season for the visitors. Charleston will make 2 more changes here as we close in on halftime. Jose Suarez Monaco has come in, and Etcherin will give way up front to Dennis Verbinski. More of a physical presence up there as opposed to the skill of Etcherin on the ball. And we'll see if he can make something happen in the attack here before halftime. That, a tough break there for Suarez Monaco, fresh off the bench. Rather, that's Montez.
Yeah, that's a friendly fire.
Allen tried to play that long, and with a lot of velocity behind it, caught Montez from behind. Trainer out from Charleston. Montez just went down in a heap. And it looks like he may be dealing with some cramping as well.
No, that's not cramping, Daniel. That's just stretching out areas that need to be stretched out. You mentioned Verbinski into the match for Charleston. You're right. He is a more physical forward. And he's one of the Charleston players that can really go up and physically challenge these Concord defenders when the ball's in the air. That's how he makes his living.
So it will be Concord with the throw-in now that Montez has been helped back into play. 7:25 here on a stop clock in the first half. Charleston scored first. Jack Allen off of a set piece, the header on the end of Dutra's corner kick. Great service from Dutra and a tremendous finish from the center back. And now Roberts is going to be called upon. It looks for a long throw here for Concord. And Charleston is going to make a change as well there with Montez shaken up on that play.
Noah Pascalidis.
Pascalidis is going to come in, you would think, potentially for the last 7.5 minutes here of the half. Montez trying to plead his case to the official that he could stay on, but Daniel Smee's already sent a substitute in. And now Pascalidis is going to come back to the sideline. So Montez has gone to the halfway line. It appears he'll be allowed to come back on as soon as this ball is put into play by Roberts. And he will drop it short to Evans Gillum and now play it high. Montez has been given the okay from the AR on the opposite side to come into the match, and Concord will quickly get another throw in with Roberts. Long throw to the edge of the box. This flicked forward, trying to run onto that Rodriguez. It's seen away for Charleston and out for another Concord throw.
Looked like Tridati heads up, able to get in there and kick it away from danger for Charleston.
This is Messam again, has been the long throw artist for Concord so far today.
Such a great weapon to have if you can get it into the box from the side.
Messam will send this one into the 18-yard box. First head to it is Bradshaw. Right back out from Messam. Can he get across in? This one driven in low, headed on by Lopez, but wide of the net and out for a Parisi's goal kick.
Yeah, Concord sends Santiago Lopez forward, 6'4", big burly defender. Wins it in the air, redirects it, but just can't redirect it into the goal for Concord.
And now Parisi's going to send his team downfield and try to drive this one. And he will do exactly that. Marini leaping for it. Verbinski in behind, not able to win that before Lotus, and it's out from Messam for Charleston just inside its own half. Trodazzi as Verbinski shields off Messam. He will lay this off for Marini. Defended by Lotus. Hit into the air. Charleston with a head to it from Suarez Monaco. Ost forward for Verbinski, and he was the last to hit it. Lotus knocked it right off of him and out of play. Coming in on 5 minutes to play, Charleston with the 1-0 advantage. It came early. Off the corner kick, the center back, Jack Allen, putting it past Nathan Scargill. Bradshaw attempted to win that for Concord. Instead, it's set ahead to Verbinski. Now the feet of Suarez Monaco. He will turn and play it back for Verbinski into a bit of space. And now it'll be sent wide from Montez to Silva. Ahead down the wing for Logrio. Slipped ahead on an overlapping run. Montez is tripped up. Clean play there. A nice slide from Evans Gillum to see it out for a throw.
Yeah, hard slide tackle. Nice job by Evans Gillum defensively.
Silva coming forward. Montez will slide ahead and bring that to his feet. Back out for Silva. Looking for an angle to cross, working on Evans Gillum. Flicks it back for Montez. Now Suarez Monaco couldn't control it. It's sent ahead for Malam, who's turned well onto the ball. Ost came across, knocked it off one of his own teammates, and we'll get a stoppage in play here as Concord's going to get a free kick out of this.
I couldn't hear the whistle from where we are, but foul called.
Scargill wanted to take that quickly and is going to be stopped from doing so. Concord looking for whatever advantage it can take to try to equalize in this match. And Scargill, coached well by Alex Smith, to try to take that quickly, catch Charleston on the back foot, but not able to do so. As Bradshaw, with a tremendous touch, brings this down. It's lobbed ahead in the direction of Santi Pusu, driving down into that left side channel, trying to turn on Silva. He is blanketed. Now he's knocked down by Montez, and we will play on. Montez with a ball down the right flank. Can he find the run of Logrio? It goes out instead. Concord will have the throw near midfield.
How fun is that? Sante Pusu and Silva going one-on-one before Montez comes over for Charleston. Sante Pusu looking for the foul, doesn't get it, but that's fun watching that. Those two go head-to-head.
Just two incredible players going one-on-one, and that's what championship matches like this are all about. Roberts is going to have the throw for Concord. Logrio rises to meet it for Charleston. And it's popped up into the air by Allen. Marini doing well to get ahead on it, but Lopez plays it back forward only as far as Ost, who sends this long. Verbinski giving chase along with Logrio, who nearly was able to get there. A great ball from Messam to get that out of danger.
Yeah, well timed by Messam. Thought Logrio was going to catch up to it for Charleston. Messam timed it perfectly, knocking away from danger.
Silva over the ball at midfield, assessing options. Logrio trying to turn quickly. It goes out from Roberts, and Charleston will have the throw right in front of its own dugout. And we'll get a stoppage of play. It looks like Scargill.
More cramping issues.
His shoes come untied. And as someone who played a very mediocre high school goalkeeper at one point in my life, you simply cannot tie those boots with the gloves on. So he needed some help from Lotus to come back and take care of that.
Too bad you can't wear goalie gloves through life to have people tie your shoes for you.
That would be a great help in my day-to-day life. I think it would make some other things inconvenient, but I hate tying my shoes in the first place.
Good to know. Good to know.
Silva working that right side, drops it for Ost. Now Tridante's come centrally. He's got the ball in some space. Plays Montez. Marini trying to make a run. Not much of an option there. Drop back for Tridante. What can he create? Santi Pusu charging in on his back. Marini laying off for Montez, and now back for Mason once again under duress from Malam. Great touch there from Tridante, trying to play it into space for Suarez Monaco. And now he'll chip it forward for Marini. Does well, back on one touch. Marini squares this into the box. Nobody home for Charleston. Lopez there to knock it away. Malam trying to hold up play there from Mason. But Ost able to return back, and it'll come forward for the Golden Eagles again.
And that sequence shows you the skill that Charleston has on their feet, their ability to pass in tight spaces, find open teammates.
It slipped through from Tridante just wide of the run of Verbinski. Lotus able to take it out of a dangerous area for the moment. And Santi Pusu able to win control. Slid down line and just wide of Malam, out of play.
And again, you saw two Charleston defenders, Mason and Tridati, just converge on Sante Pusu, forced that turnover.
into the 45th minute here in Charleston. The Golden Eagles ahead 1-0 thanks to Jack Allen getting ahead onto a Leonardo Dutra cross. In the opening minutes of this game, Concord has brought the attack, but it's been the number one team in the country in control for the majority of this 45 minutes. Long ball ahead for Binsky, able to get a chest to it. He collides with Lopez. We will play on as Suarez Monaco attempts to create down the right side. Drop back for Silva. Now Lagreo on one touch. Can Charleston create something in the final minute of the half? Joao Silva crossing this in. Roberts heads away. Rodriguez out of danger for the moment. 10 seconds to work with here. Lagreo will pull this out, and Silva may have one last go of it. Crossed in. Roberts pops it up, and that will take us to halftime. Charleston on the back of senior center back Jack Allen leads 1-0 at halftime. Dutra the assist, Allen the finish on a set-piece goal for Charleston. We're at halftime in the Mountain East Conference Men's Soccer Championship Final. The Golden Eagles ahead of Concord 1-0. This is Mountain East Conference Men's Soccer on Mountain East TV.
Fairmont State University is a great place. A cozy campus surrounded by nature and outdoor adventure. An authentic school filled with friendly people who are down to earth. People who roll up their sleeves, help each other out, get stuff done, and have fun doing it. That's what makes Fairmont State such a great place. It's a great place to make friends for life and a great place to soar. Learn more at fairmontstate.edu.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
The people here are fantastic.
My classmates rock.
I haven't met anybody that I don't like here. It is definitely a very diverse university.
My roommates from Sweden, Germany,
Caribbean, so many places.
The academics has been stellar as well.
The professors are very nice here.
Every single person within the classroom feels appreciated. The campus is absolutely beautiful.
Everything's a close, easy walk.
I will recommend this place to everyone.
I feel so at home here.
For over 4 decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan. Here for you.
It's about unlocking your potential and discovering your purpose.
It's about community and how we can better serve others.
It's about learning and doing.
It's about the journey and the road getting there.
It's about opportunities and the endless possibilities.
It's about finding where you belong, and it is here at Concord University.
It's about you, and it starts with you.
Charleston leads Concord after 45 minutes in the Mountain East Conference Championship Men's Soccer Final. I'm Daniel Woods, Michael Schultz alongside from the Welch Athletic Complex here at the University of Charleston. This a back-and-forth match between a couple of great teams, Michael, but for this Charleston team, you saw why they are the number one team in the nation, asserted themselves early, have controlled the way this game's been played.
Yeah, if you track time of possession, Charleston has dominated that time of possession, and we knew that coming in. That's the way they play. And I was a little surprised at how aggressive they were in the first 10, 15 minutes of this match. That's when they got that big goal off of 2 set pieces, the second of which off the left foot of Leo Dutra was just a beautiful, beautiful entry. And Jack Allen was there to put it away. And I'm also impressed with Charleston's defense, because whenever they sent Sante Pasu or other forwards up on a long entry, this Charleston defense just smothering the attack for Concord. So that's certainly something that Coach Alex Smith is going to talk at halftime, because he needs to get some clean shots at goal, and he hasn't gotten any in the first half.
It was a Jack Allen goal that got things started as far as the scoring. 1-0 at the half. A beauty of a delivery here from Leonardo Dutra, and the center back Allen waiting there at the back post, just able to outleap Eric Lotus, get ahead to it, and put it past Nathan Scargill. That really is vintage Charleston soccer, with a great feed from Dutra, and one of those center backs in Allen, who already had a goal this season, coming forward and making it happen on the set piece.
And that's what Charleston does. They're so dangerous on set pieces. They're skilled. You saw that redirect. Scargill was right there, but Jack Allen redirected it to the far post. And that's just prototypical Charleston. But you know what? We've seen already Concord can go from turnover into a dangerous offensive opportunity lickety-split. So this match is a long way from over.
You look at the numbers in the first half. Of course, Charleston ahead 1-0 on the goal from Allen, the assist for Dutra. The shots relatively even, 6-4 in favor of Charleston. But you look at what's been put on frame. Parisi's for Charleston has only really been challenged once. 1 shot on frame that was saved. For Charleston, 5 shots on goal, as Scargill has had to be much more active than his counterpart. And to this point, he's been up to the task, save for one that he really just had no chance of stopping.
And you mentioned a couple of times in that first half how dangerous and active Martin Etcherin has been for Charleston. 4 of Charleston's 6 shot attempts, all 4 of his attempts have been on goal. And just before that goal from Jack Allen, you remember, he headed one off of set piece and almost got it in. Scargill with a great save. Look for Etcherin to continue to be dangerous for Charleston in the second half.
And the fouls, a little bit of a story in this one, or you would say maybe a notable non-story. 5 fouls against Charleston, 4 against Concord. The first 2 times these teams met, incredibly physical matches, and part of that's going to come with the way that Concord plays night in and night out. Alex Smith's teams want to assert themselves physically, but you add up the cards given out in the first 2 matches between these 2 teams. There were 30, count them, 30 cautions between Charleston and Concord combined in the first 2 matches. No cards in the first half, and only 9 total fouls.
And I think that's going to change here in the second half. I think Coach Alex Smith is telling his team, hey, Charleston is operating with impunity in our ends, and we've got to stop that. And the way to stop that is to be really physical with the Charleston players while they're on the ball.
And you certainly saw opportunities there for Concord to play a little more physically, but some of those stronger challenges we have not really seen yet in this half. But again, this is a Concord team that plays very aggressively when its opponent is on the ball, and we will likely see that, as you said, more as this match goes on. And something that I'm interested to see as well with the way the substitution patterns go for these 2 teams, because both coaches substituted pretty liberally, especially late in that first half. You wonder how consistently those 11s are going to be in the final 45, particularly for a Charleston team that has so much depth, has those all-conference players you can bring off the bench. When it comes to that, you would certainly say that the Golden Eagles likely have the advantage in terms of the fresher legs after halftime.
You're exactly right. Charleston has an unmatched depth on their bench, but this Concord team is pretty darn good too. And as we've seen, regardless of depth, as long as you have for Concord number 10, Mahler Santi Pasu, you got a chance, because in the short burst, even with the bracketing by Charleston defense, a couple of times he's had field in which to work. You can see how explosive he is with the ball on his feet and how fast he can accelerate to top speed. So if you're Concord and you have Santi Pasu, you always got a chance.
Absolutely right. We have already crowned one conference champion in the Mountain East today. That was on the women's side, a 4-1 victory for the Fairmont State Fighting Falcons against an upset-minded Charleston team, which defeated the number 1 seed in the South Division, West Virginia State, earlier this week. But it is Fairmont State, the top seed out of the North, that comes out with the victory. Goals from Agnes Marta Bjork, Peyton Parliament, Philippa Stahlhammer, and Serenity Thomas. That was a complete performance from Fairmont State to defeat a Charleston team that really had become the Cinderella story of the conference tournament here in the MEC. But it is going to be Fairmont State that wins the automatic bid. That West Virginia State team likely waiting on the bubble as the NCAA selection committee makes their decisions for the Division II field. But that UC team, Michael, really pushed its way into the final with a couple of upset victories, just came about 90 minutes short.
Yeah, had to go on the road, won at Frostburg State, then they went on the road, that big win over West Virginia State, a team that they had lost to twice during the regular season. Cinderella's run gave out today at Fairmont State, but all in all, Sarah Libby and her squad got to be happy with the way the postseason went for that team, and that kind of sets a tone for next year.
Certainly so, and impressive in and of itself. That's 3 straight appearances in the MEC final for the Charleston women. So impressive work to get back to that point, and impressive work from Fairmont State to take a team as hot as anybody in the conference and knock them off here in the championship final to secure that title and the automatic berth in the NCAA tournament. We're closing in on the second half of action here between the University of Charleston and the Concord Mountain Lions. 45 minutes to decide an MEC conference champion. It's Charleston ahead 1-0 at the half. This is the Mountain East Conference Men's Soccer Championships on Mountain East TV.
It's about unlocking your potential and discovering your purpose.
It's about community and how we can better serve others.
It's about learning and doing.
It's about the journey and the road getting there.
It's about opportunities and the endless possibilities.
It's about finding where you belong, and it is here at Concord University.
It's about you, and it starts with you.
Attention all car buyers, it's deal time at the all-new Cardinal Chevrolet. Come see the team at Cardinal Chevrolet and let us show you what a great deal really looks like. No games, no gimmicks, just great prices on all the Chevys you love. If you want to save a buck on your next car or truck, come see us at Cardinal Chevrolet. Silverados, Equinox, Blazers, all recently reduced and ready for immediate delivery. Our best deals, your best time to buy. The all-new Cardinal Chevrolet. Exit 34 of I-64 in Hurricane, West Virginia. Together, let's drive.
Fairmont State University is a great place. A cozy campus surrounded by nature and outdoor adventure. An authentic school filled with friendly people who are down to earth. People who roll up their sleeves, help each other out, get stuff done, and have fun doing it. That's what makes Fairmont State such a great place. It's a great place to make friends for life and a great place to soar. Learn more at fairmontstate.edu.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
to help me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
We're ready for the second half between Charleston and Concord. 45 minutes to decide the champion in the Mountain East Conference. 1-0 the Charleston lead at the half. It came early. A header from Jack Allen on the end of a corner kick from Leonardo Dutra has brought us to where we are. But as we talked about at halftime, Concord with the leading goal scorer in the Mountain East Conference, Maler Santi Posu, the senior from Cali, Colombia, can turn this game on its head in just a moment. And the players have returned to the field. We've switched ends, and we're ready to play some ball here to decide who is going to be the automatic representative into the NCAA tournament from the Mountain East Conference. Charleston, it appears, is going to go with something resembling the 11 that finished the first half for head coach Daniel Smee. You've got Dennis Verbinski out there as the center forward in place of Martin Acherin. And Jose Suarez Monaco is out there, who came off the bench late in that first half as well. But you do have some of the starters that finished the half on the bench back out. Tomas Petrangaro, namely, along with Kyle Moraes. On the opposite side, Concord appears to have gone back to its starting 11, save for Dominique Malam, who has started this second half alongside the other two forwards that started up top. You've got Santi Posu, who we discussed previously, Malam and Jaden McCree all on the field, as Santi Posu has dropped into a wide midfield position, as McCree and Malam are the two strikers up ahead, and they nearly are able to create something here. Santi Posu may be in on goal. It's off the feet of Parisis and out for a corner kick.
And you could see Santi Posu's speed right there. He came out of nowhere, thought that ball was going over the end line, came out of nowhere to redirect it towards the goal mouth. Watch this. He's out of this play. Charleston defender, you can see Mason was just going to let that go, but Santi Posu able to earn Concord that corner kick.
Ted Roberts, the joint leader in the conference in assists with 9, will send this in on goal. Swinging into the near post, it's Mason to head it away for Charleston. Roberts giving chase to try to keep the attack on. He sends it back for Adam Leibowitz, who has come into the match to start the second half. But Suarez Monaco rather, will send this forward, and now a hard challenge put in by Toby Evans-Gillum of Concord, who is going to be shown the match's first card. We talked about it before. 30 cards given out in the first two matches between these two teams. Didn't have one in the first half, only had 9 fouls in the first half, but it only takes a minute and 18 seconds for the card to come out of the pocket for the first time here in the second half.
Going to go out on a limb and say that's not the last time we're going to see a card pulled out in the remainder of this match.
So it'll be a free kick for Charleston.
But it was a good foul because you don't stop Petrangaro. He's got a free run on the far side, up the left-hand side. Charleston doing most of the work in the first half, going down the right side. But Petrangaro had a lot of space, barring that foul.
It's played short by Moraes to Dutra, and they will work out of the back with Trodati. Sends this down the left flank. Messam there to cut off the run of Petrangaro. He plays it out for a throw. Petrangaro will give it off for Trodati to take the throw in. To the feet of Moraes and one touch back. Mason working from that center back position as Had quite a bit of quality today. This played forward for Petrangaro, upended by Messam. Physical challenge, but a clean one according to the official, and will play on with a Concord throw.
Bit of a forearm in the lower back, not enough to draw a foul.
Flicked on well by McCree. Stepping to it is Allen for Charleston. Coming forward and now laying it off for Silva to send ahead. Verbinski hit from behind as he tried to bring that down. Will play on with Dutra. Leonardo Dutra with a nice move around Roberts, trying to keep the ball at his feet, but Ted Roberts does well to charge back in and win it for Concord. Ahead looking for Malam, but Allen able to get ahead to it. Leibowitz takes it out of the air. Chested down by Ost, but it'll slide out of play.
Talk about how good Tridati is and Silva is good for Charleston. Ted Roberts, no slouch himself, first team All-Mid Mountain East Conference as a defender. And you saw that skill right there. He took it from Dutra cleanly.
The throw ahead, flicked by McCree. Malam trying to win it. Popped up into the air. Darian Bradshaw starts the second half for Concord. He's not able to control that. Ahead for Verbinski. And that's last hit by Lopez out of play.
Tell you what, when Santiago Lopez hits you in the air, you're hit.
You're going to remember it.
Yeah. 6'4" junior out of Medellin, Colombia.
Of a stoppage of play here. And the official having a conversation with Mackenzie Mason. And Tridati with the captain's armband going to step over and take control of the conversation. And now we're ready to play on. Mason with a look of frustration on his face there as Verbinski can't keep it in play. Roberts trying to attack down that wing with the throw. It'll fall to Santi Pasu, and immediately there's 4 white jerseys around him. Silva knocked down. Santi Pasu able to maintain control. He steps around one defender. Tripped up on a sliding play by Allen. We will play on, and now the counter could be on for Charleston.
Four defenders around Santi Pasu, and he still almost got away from him.
He danced around a couple of them. Wow. He is just such an impressive player. Charleston going to make an early change here. Dutra is going to give way to Legrio, who returns. Played the final minutes of that first half, had a couple of chances on the ball, and now we'll see what he can do with 41 minutes to play. Tridati lobbed ahead. Verbinski couldn't rise to meet it. Messam has been strong today. Santi Pasu goes to the ground. No foul given. Here's a great ball from Moraes into the box. Can Charleston run onto it? It's Legrio playing it back in front. Scargill out of his net. Did well enough to give Legrio a poor angle to try to play that back in. And Concord sees it out again for Silva to have the throw-in.
Great timing on the run by Legrio. Scargill came on, but goal was unattended. Legrio just couldn't put it back into a dangerous position for Charleston.
That's sent wide of the intended target. Petrangaro. And Messam will have the throw in front of the Concord bench. Looking to pick out his target, likely with that long throw. He does so, but Tridati heads it for Charleston, and Messam sends it right back. That played into some open space. Leibowitz trying to run onto it. Allen steps to it well, coming forward for Charleston to maintain possession. Out for Petrangaro, cutting in on the right foot. Working around Messam, who's defended so well today, and he'll have to slide it back for Mason. Into the central midfield for Ost. Trying to circle McCree, and Silva with some space will find it on the switch of play. Legrio for Silva. Suarez Monaco lost it. Bradshaw tripped from behind by Ost, and now the card's going to come out against Charleston. Ost kind of chopped down Darian Bradshaw from behind as he took off. Get another look at the challenge here, and swung that left boot out. And again, not trying to cause an injury there or anything, but rather rash and coming in from behind like that.
And if you're Charleston, you'll take that foul, because if there is no challenge there, there's a build-up for Concord that could result in a very good opportunity.
Given as much space as Bradshaw has, something you'd call almost a professional foul. Not sure you're pleased to see the card come out if you're Charleston, but it stops a chance as Scargill, who had played a lot of those free kicks long, will drop it for Messam, and now he will send it towards the box. Nobody home for Concord. Headed away only as far as Leibowitz. Allen has had a lot of action here in the second half. He plays it out now. Roberts trying to find Leibowitz turning. Sent back into the middle for Malam, and a great defensive play by Charleston. We'll see this provide an opportunity for Suarez Monaco. Sending it wide out onto the left flank for Petrangaro. Cutting back to the right foot. We'll send this one across all the way for Legrio down the right wing. Great job to pick him out. Back for Silva to try to create something. One touch out to Legrio, overlapping run here for Silva. And he's not able to maintain control.
Tried to touch it because he saw that the defender was going into a slide, almost like a faked out. He ended up faking out himself. And Silva just grabs onto the fence at the far end and says, oh, lost opportunity.
So now Scargill will have it for Charleston, or rather for Concord. As we've talked about, two teams that are vastly different tactically. But Charleston is going to have an opportunity here to play quickly with Petrangaro, the only player in the area of that kick. Verbinski laying it back for Trodati coming forward, dances around Messam, but Santi Pasu, who is impressive as a goal scorer, he's been great working back for Concord defensively as well. Plays it long for McCree. Not able to work out of traffic there. This drop back for Parisis, and he'll have a soft touch to find Allen.
You can see what Santi Pasu is trying to do, get McCree on a run out. And we've seen McCree in the open field, 6'4", runs incredibly fast and big and physical.
Bradshaw giving a bit of space for Santi Pasu, trying to slip it through. Now it falls to Malam. He's around Mason. He has a shot, and he scores. Dominic Malam's 6th goal of the season is the equalizer for the Mountain Lions.
In an uncharacteristic turnover by Charleston in their own end. And right there is Concord with Malhoun to capitalize on it, and we are all square at one apiece.
Just a poor touch here from Charleston, and it was played off of Malam. He was able to control it and then lob that second touch over the outstretched arms of Kostas Parisis. And a great traveling crowd, an away day here for Concord, but a lot of Mountain Lions fans that have made the trip, and they're fired up here in the stand at Welch Athletic Complex.
And that's about as quickly as you can convert a turnover into a goal. As you mentioned, the poor touch by Mackenzie Mason of Charleston quickly converted into the equalizer. And you can hear the Concord fans are fired up now.
So 1-1 with just over 37 minutes to play. And Charleston will play this kickoff way out of play. And Roberts will start this from deep in his own end. Mason, who had the miscue, pops that up. Verbinski couldn't get ahead on it. This played long, now a foot race. Mason with McCree shielding him away, falls down on top of the ball, and it's going to be an opportunity here for Concord. You've mentioned the speed of Jaden McCree up top, and he's created another opportunity.
And McCree just pushed, it looked like Mason down on the ball, and Charleston's got to adjust to that. It's very clear that this officiating crew is going to let Concord be physical, and that is going to be in the Mountain Lions' favor.
Santi Pasu plays short. Roberts crosses this in, headed for the back post. Messam not able to meet it. It's headed away by Trodati, and now leaving his feet, an overhead kick from Petrangaro will clear the lines for Charleston for the moment. This falls in a dangerous area for Bradshaw. Off for Santi Pasu, trying to turn around Silva. He'll try to chop it wide. Malam had different ideas, and Charleston will see it out of danger just for the moment as Santi Pasu flicks it ahead. This is Robert in the wide area, working on Silva. Able to step around him, looking for an angle to cross in. He will send this towards Parisis' goal. Back for Messam, headed centrally. Mason bombs it away, but Concord with new life after the goal, creating some challenges here for Charleston.
Yeah, you see this burst of energy and passion from Concord, really putting Charleston under duress.
And the Golden Eagles trying to recover here as Mason sends it wide. Now it comes ahead to Tradrati, who's overlapped, brought to the middle of the park, and now played into some space for Silva. Can Silva put something into the box? Great play sliding in from Evans Gillum, but it comes with a handball.
That was Toby Evans Gillum for Concord with the illegal touch.
And leapt in front of that ball from Silva to keep it from being driven into the box, but caught him in the arm first. Get a second look at it here. Leaves his feet. No, very clearly came up and got him on that right hand. So a dangerous free kick coming here for Charleston. It's Morais to take it. 4 in the box already for Charleston, a couple of other white jerseys lurking. Morais sends this spinning towards the back post. It's headed first by Malam. Can Charleston keep it in? Ost shielding the defender Bradshaw away, and it will be a corner coming here for the Golden Eagles.
Charleston scored on a corner kick set piece in the first half, trying to duplicate that magic here in the second.
Charleston going to make a change here. Verbinski giving way to Etcherin. Strong 10 minutes there here early in the half from Verbinski, allowing Etcherin a little extra time to freshen those legs up, and given the pace that he plays with, how much space he covers up top for Charleston, that's well needed. This corner will be played short for Suarez Monaco. Back to Morais, charging towards the byline, plays this in off the left foot. First head to it, Malam. It's popped up. Charleston gets the second ball. This one sent back towards Scargill, and Messam is going to let that one go out past the byline as Lotus rose to try to meet that ball, did enough to keep it from being directed on frame, and Messam doing well to see it out.
Just a bit of a dicey moment for Concord in front of the goal box, but eventually thwarted.
It's going to bring some nerves anytime the opponent gets that many touches inside the 18. And now Charleston could have something building again. But a poor pass there from Suarez Monaco. Mason off his feet sends this forward, and Messam will play it long again. Silva tracking back, heads it right down to Leibowitz, who tries to maintain it here for Concord. Cutting in on the right foot, now switches back to the left, and that's going to be shut down by Paul Ost, who's done well when required to track back here. Allen played back into the corner, and just an unfortunate touch. Great pressure on the ball there from Dominic Malam, and it's going to go out for a corner kick.
And that's unusual for Charleston to turn it over in their own defensive third. Jack Allen just kind of punches his fist at the air because he knew that's not what Charleston soccer is all about, but this is a great opportunity for Concord.
Ted Roberts, 9 assists on the season. This will come off the left foot, swinging away from Costas Parisis.
Just a second corner kick for the Mountain Lions here this afternoon. Charleston has 4.
Roberts sends it in. First head comes from Charleston. Malam had a great opportunity at the back post, but skied it.
I mean, you undersold that. It was a little bit better than a great opportunity. He found himself with no Charleston defender around him, the ball at his feet, and he just hits it well high. He is going to be thinking about that regardless of the outcome, he's going to be thinking about that tonight. Look at this. I mean, he's right there. As you can see, Paul Haas just a little bit late on the recovery.
This one sent forward by Parisis. Change for Concord. We'll get in just a moment, as there could be a chance here from McCree. Could fall here to Santi Pasu in some space, and it does. He'll have a strike from way outside, and you like the idea there from the goal scorer, Santi Pasu, but just not able to direct it towards Parisis. The change for Charleston, rather for Concord, is one that brings Andy Cruz back into the match. He replaces Leibowitz.
Leibowitz really good in his time here in the second half for Concord. Saw him with some deft ball handling just a couple minutes ago.
This one sent long by Parisis. First head from Bradshaw, but it's sent forward for Legrio. Now it's sent ahead for Monaco Suarez. He charges in, down towards the byline, turning back onto his left foot. Great defending there from Evans Gillum. Now Suarez Monaco penned in. It will fall to Roberts, and he clears it away for Concord. Mason stepping up to the halfway line, but only heads it as far as Santi Pasu. This will fall to McCree. Out into some space. Santi Pasu, what can he create? Working down the right side, trying to step around Trinati. Mason sweeping across, wins the ball for Charleston.
Nicely done by Charleston. Concord had exactly what they wanted, all three forwards on a run out.
Lots of space here for Petrangaro, cutting in centrally. Lays it off for Suarez Monaco, back for Mason. Out for Ost. He's given some time on the ball. Ahead for Legrio, wide for Silva. Now slipped ahead for Legrio again. Lopez sliding across, not able to make a play. Legrio keeps it in. This cross back. Here's an overhead kick. A second chance for Charleston, and it's put in by the Golden Eagles. Martin Etcherin. It was a matter of when and not if the freshman of the year would find the back of the net, and Charleston has gone ahead.
And what an entry from Legrio. How about that bicycle kick from Petrangaro, and that freed up almost a free ball for Etcherin. Just a sequence, if you're a Charleston fan, that you have got to love, because that is Legrio coming back after a long layoff from injury with the great entry to the far side. Petrangaro timed it perfectly with the bicycle kick. And then there to clean it up, Martin Etcherin. I agree completely. It wasn't a matter of if, it was when, because he's been so active. Deservedly gets his opportunity to put it in the back of the net.
The 8th goal of the season for Martin Etcherin, the freshman of the year in the Mountain East Conference. The service from Legrio. Beautiful play right there that could have very easily found the back of the net from Petrangaro. And then it was Etcherin there to clean it up.
It looked like that bicycle kick actually hit a defender, and that's what, when it bounced to Etcherin, who was there to clean it up. But again, just what a sequence from these Golden Eagles. And if you're Concord, just heartbreaking. You had that burst after you got the equalizer. We created several opportunities, and instead now you find yourself down a goal again here in the second half.
Now Concord has shown that ability to flash quickly and put one in the net with the goal from Malam, but the problem is that came off of a mistake from one of the Charleston defenders, and so rarely will you see one of those in a 90-minute match. The question is, are you even going to get another one?
Yeah, you can't count on that from Charleston. You get one, you thankfully you got the goal, but you can't count on that. So Concord's going to continue to try to create chances through its forwards.
That long ball played forward will force Charleston to throw this in from deep in a corner. It's Silva to take it. Flicked ahead by Moraes, and now played into some space for Montez, who's come back on after the goal. Petrangaro ahead for Montez, running down that left side. Looking for a teammate, back for Petrangaro. Cuts back to the right foot, hemmed in by that forward group of Concord, and all the way back for Mason. Give Petrangaro the assist on the goal by Etcherin. That is the difference in this match with under 29 minutes to play. Allen for Ost. Bradshaw on his back, plays it for Silva. Now another one here for Legrio. Can he win the foot race with Lopez? He can't. It'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, Legrio was trying to figure out a way how to get around Lopez. Let me tell you, it's going to take you a while to do that.
That is a big man who moves very fast.
Yes, he is. It's a nice job just shielding the ball, making sure that it's a goal kick.
It's Scargill to send it. Allen wins it first for Charleston. Roberts, now Lopez for Concord. Good touch to bring it down by Malam. Knocked down right at midfield by Silva. And he's got some words for the official, but it will be a free kick right at the halfway line for Concord. And again, as we've seen so often, Concord wants to send as many attackers downfield as it can, and it will bring Scargill up to have the free kick, and Messam will really be the one defender covering up. Send into the 18-yard box. Parisi's off his line, will rise and claim it.
Ball kind of got hung up. It was hit straight, no curving, and got hung up a little bit in what little wind we have. So really an easy play by Parisis.
This one sent long over the head of a leaping Messam. Lopez able to knock it out of danger. Oss trying to win it off of Santi Pasu, and now he's got it at his feet. That's a dangerous combination for Charleston at any time, but Oss with a great play, and now Santi Pasu with a hard collision on Petrangaro is going to send this back Charleston's way.
I gotta be honest, a little surprised that wasn't a card, because I think that Santi Pasu was frustrated the ball had been taken away from him, and then you could see kind of accelerated right through Petrangaro.
And you've mentioned Pasu, a little bit of a physical streak, has been sent off twice this year, but he's not even going to be shown a yellow card there. Official judging it there as this long ball forward falls to the feet of Ted Roberts, and it's sent back into the attacking half. McCree shielding off Allen, but the center back does enough to maintain control for Charleston. Legrio with a little bit of a heavy touch there. It's won back by Roberts, slipped ahead, spun well to keep in play. Allen with a slide is going to send that out for a Concord throw-in.
Well-timed slide by Jack Allen. Because if he doesn't, and you give Jaden McCree the ball in space, that's what Concord wants.
Concord is going to send Lopez off, needing to find that equalizer. Will bring in another attacking option with Andrew Bioler. So it'll be Roberts at the back with Messam and Lotus. This a long throw to the edge of the area. Santi Pasu there to try to meet it. Charleston there first. Sent flying away. Malam trying to shield Mason away, and he will be whistled for the foul. Parisi's taking the free kick, sends it ahead. First touch to it for Etcherin. Hemmed in by a couple defenders, and now we'll get a whistle. And now we'll get a second whistle. Got a handball there against Etcherin, and then he played on, knocked Cruz to the ground. Official just a reminder with him to keep his head rather than bringing out the card.
Is that what the finger to the head means?
Well, something along those lines, you would think. And you see the replay there, a little shove in the back after the whistle.
Yeah, you extend your arm like that on a player that's going to the ground, whether or not you actually did shove him to the ground, going to get that call.
Long ball there from Scargill, falls to Bradshaw. Legrio able to head it out of danger for the moment. Now Messam playing it back ahead for Santi Pasu, and it'll go out for a Charleston throw. Note about Andrew Bioler, who's come into the match for Concord. He has not had to change his gear very often. He plays for Concord. He's from Concord, North Carolina, and he went to Concord High School. Some consistency in his life.
I was going to say he's kind of meticulous and consistent with with his locations.
Charleston making a couple changes as Ost and Legrio will give way. Morais has come back in. As that's Montez stepping to it, not able to win the ball for Charleston. And Sam Newell has returned for the first time here in the second half for Charleston. Beautiful play there by Roberts to send it ahead. It falls to the feet of Malam. Can he keep it in? He plays it off of Silva, and that will be a Concord corner.
Third corner kick for the Mountain Lions here this afternoon.
Certainly more opportunities for the visitors here in the second half. It'll be Roberts who has taken all three of those corners, well, at least the first two, and now he will take the third with a left-footed boot. This one's sent in, angled towards the back post. It nearly falls to Santi Pasu, bounces past him, and Montez will send it away for Charleston. Now on the counterattack, Petrangaro trying to win the ball. A sliding play from Messam to try to stem the attack. Tradati over it, trying to maintain possession, but now Santi Pasu has it for Concord. Dances through a couple defenders, drops it off for Bradshaw. His pass cut off. Doing well on that one for Charleston was Mueller, who's come into the game. Thomas Mueller has entered for the first time. Talked about him a bit before, as you had said Mason's established things at that center back position. Mueller, an all-conference pick, has now come in as a third center back. They'll play Tradati in more of a wide midfield position. This one sent long, finding the feet of Etrin down the left wing. Back for Petrangaro, looking for a chance to cross, lays it back for Tradati. Into the midfield for Montez, ahead, now flicked forward by Etrin, finds the feet of Moraes, now dropped off and sent wide to the feet of Silva. Newell picked him out. Can Silva get an angle? Here working against McCree. Back for Newell, and again through the midfield for Montez. So under 22 minutes to play here, Charleston has gone with much more of a defensive posture with Mueller on. This one sent long for Etrin. Scargill out to meet it.
Boy, flag stayed down. Etrin timed that run perfectly. Jack Allen saw him, but Etrin just could not catch up to it.
So Charleston has effectively dropped one of those attacking players and gone to a back five. You've got Allen on the right, Mason in the center, and Mueller on the left as Silva is sent to the ground here. Was knocked down by Cruz. And it'll be a free kick coming for Charleston. You've got now Silva and Tradati operating as the wingbacks, but would imagine unless there is a great attacking opportunity with 20 minutes separating Charleston from a conference championship, those two are likely going to play more of a traditional fullback position.
Charleston's, some of the midfielders so versatile. You see Silva up a lot. He's listed as a defender, actually, but he will press up. So even though they have a change in formation.
Now Santi Pasu is tracked back and come charging forward. Hit from behind by Mueller. And now we're going to get a free kick here for Concord in a dangerous area, angled just to the left of the box, and Mueller is going to be shown a card for it.
Wow. Didn't think there was a whole lot there, but you could see Santi. Look at the speed of Santi Pasu. Right here, reached out with his left hand. As soon as Santi Pasu felt that, he went to the ground looking for the card or the penalty, and he got it.
Tremendous skill from Santi Pasu to bring it forward, and then Mueller giving chase. Gives up the free kick. It's Roberts again who has done the majority of the work in these set-piece opportunities for Concord coach Alex Smith. Scargill at the back, barking out some directions and actually attempting to inform the referee that Concord has a substitute ready to come on. Lopez is at the halfway line, poised to come back on. Scargill trying to get the official's attention. He's not going to be permitted to come back into the match. Robert sends this into the box, headed away by Silva, and now sliding out comes Petrangaro. It's Evans Gillum that has to come out and boot that out of play.
Scargill so insistent because they wanted the 6'4".
Absolutely.
Santiago Lopez in on that set piece.
Another big body to try to get a head up to it.
Exactly. We've seen him press forward on set pieces and he got a head on it one time. So I don't blame Scargill for desperately trying to get his teammate in the game.
Lopez does have a goal this season as Robert sends it ahead. McCree flicks it forward. Now he finds the ball at his feet from Malam. McCree trying to work out of traffic. Cutting onto the left foot, turns his back. Now we'll try to find an angle to cross. It's knocked down. Allen steps to it. Malam trying to win it. A dangerous pass there from Allen. Mason was knocked down. It will go out, and it will be a goal kick coming for Charleston, excuse me.
Dangerous because Malholm had kind of snuck in. Not sure Petrangaro saw him when he did that flick back to Mason. And Malholm was in a place where he created some discomfort if you're a Charleston fan.
So now Lopez will be permitted to come back on. Cruz will go out, and he will take over the center spot in that back three. Messam will play in a more wide position. Sent ahead by Parisis. And a foul's been won there as Etcherin tried to hold off Evans Gillum. You heard Morais trying to appeal to the official for a foul, and it's been granted.
I think it was Messam and Echeron were locked up. Messam, while the ball was in the air, was actually talking to the official, trying to get the call. Went the other way.
They've halted the
look
clock.
at that. Yeah. Nah. It's a good play by the sophomore, Zachary Messam.
Set for Silva, now back to Newell. Chipped ahead, a bit of creativity there to try to create something for Morais, but he's shielded away. Worth noting, the official stopped the clock there for that last free kick. And with under 19 minutes to play, you wonder when the time-wasting tactics are going to come into effect for Charleston and how much the officials are going to be willing to put up with as this one goes on. It's something that factors into every match as competitive as this one. Morais into some space for Petrangaro, finds Tradati overlapping, and he lays it back for Montez. And for Tradati again, working down that left wing. He'll cut it back onto his right foot. Drop it for Montez, and we'll have a switch of play back to Allen trying to open up the right side.
If you're Charleston, you want to be patient, but you don't want to go into a shell. You want to continue to probe and try to create offensive opportunities.
And we've got a foul here against Charleston as Evans Gillum slid in to try to play that out of danger. And the official says that he was contacted illegally as he did so. So now Scargill will have the free kick. Sends another one down in the direction of Santi Pasu. McCree trying to head it forward for him. Can he win this ball down in the corner? It goes off of the corner flag and will be sent back Charleston's way with a throw-in.
And that's a nifty piece of defending by Jack Allen. Santi Pasu bearing down on him. Did a great job shielding without fouling Santi Pasu.
The throw comes from Silva. Bradshaw up to have it for Concord. Sent ahead by McCree. Edge of the box, Santi Pasu trying to find it at his feet. Again surrounded by white jerseys. It's booted away. That was Mason sending it out.
Santi Pasu, one of those players that if the ball gets on his feet, you sit up a little bit and you take notice because you know his quickness and his ball skills can create something dangerous so quickly.
Roberts tried to knock Morais off the ball, but had the last touch of it. We'll get a change coming here for Charleston as Alan Lagrio will return. And it's going to be Morais giving way.
It's been interesting. Lagrio first match back in about a month and a half, and he's playing really well. He's going to spell Kai Morais.
.45 on this running second half clock. Lagrio has been dangerous in his opportunities. He'll find it at his feet here. Silva ahead. Etrin does well to turn around Messam, but in behind the play Lopez, and now Lopez with a physical challenge coming in on Etrin. No foul, but Concord will have the opportunity. Flicked overhead by Pasu. Now sent forward. McCree will win this ball in the box. Can he get an opportunity to turn? Instead lays it off for Roberts, who boots it off Mason and out for a corner.
You can see why Jaden McCree, so dangerous, 6'4", was able to gather that in off his head.
This is played quickly.
Another great defensive play by Charleston.
Bradshaw wanted a handball. That came up high on Silva. And it's just going to be granted as a corner. Very dangerous for the Golden Eagles, and still it will be another set-piece chance for Roberts to play it in. Sent towards goal. First head to it at the near post is Silva. It's played forward. Petrangaro has some teammates with him. A lot of room to work with here. He'll cross this wide for Montez to come forward. Can't control it at his feet. Concord given a second there to cover back up. Montez will send this towards the box. Chested down by Etrin and sent away by Santi Pasu. And now a collision between Mueller and McCree, and the foul is going to be given for Concord to have the free kick.
Mueller at 5'9", had to climb the back of the 6'4" McCree to have even a chance at that. Got caught for the foul. No argument. And you can see the physicality starting to ramp up. It took a little bit longer, to be honest, than even I thought, but it has started to creep up here as we go into the 14-minute mark.
Scargill will send this ball long. Sent towards Santi Pasu. He gets the first head on it. It falls into the box. McCree colliding with Mueller, and it's going to be a Charleston free kick.
Buckle in, folks. This is going to be something else the last 13:30 of this match, because you can tell how badly Concord wants it. But Charleston just relentless. They will not go into a shell. They will continue to press forward offensively.
And as impressive as Concord is putting balls into dangerous areas, you know there's going to be opportunities for some fireworks. Now into a dangerous area, it comes for Legrio. Working out towards the corner flag, defended well by Messam. Turns onto that left foot, still trying to find an angle to bring it into the box. He'll drop it off for Newell. Out wide for Silva. Back for Newell, those two with a bit of a give and go. Now Silva given some space to cut in on the left foot. He'll send this towards the back post. Tradati is there. It's over his head and out of play, but last touched by Malam. It will be a corner.
I mean, that's an example. I'm not sure Newell even actually saw Tradati making a run on the back post, but he just knew. These two have played a lot of soccer, and he just knew he was going to be there. And you could see way back in the back, Tradati was there, didn't get his head on it, but he earned the corner kick for Charleston. And to your point about the time delay,
just about to say,
official just stopped the clock as Charleston's taking a sweet collective time on that corner kick.
It will be Newell to take it. Allen, the goal scorer, has come forward from his center back position as well. 12:23, the clock stopped. And some final instructions before we're ready to go. And they've asked to put 2 more seconds on the clock. 12:25 to play. The whistle has been blown to start play. This one crossed in. Rising up, Lopez was there first for Concord. Now it's punched by Scargill. He's gone down to the box. A shot from Legrio is parried away again. Now a chance for Scargill, punched again, and a whistle and a stoppage. It's going to be, well, we're going to have to work out exactly what's gone on here, as there's a Charleston player down inside the 6-yard box. Scargill popped up out of nowhere to punch that one over the bar. It stayed in play, and he had to make another stop. And was so much chaos.
Mackenzie Mason getting up.
Yeah, it's Mason that's gone down, and it looks like it will be another corner for Charleston.
Well done with that chaos. As you can see, this ball goes up. Mason is the one you saw right there, try to get a head on it. Hit heads, actually, with the Concord defender. And that shot from Legrio went right off of Messam's head. Scargill alertly punched it away.
Sent back in by Newell, headed on by Silva, but over the bar and out.
Whew. Told you, Charleston will not go into a shell. They know that 2-1 is not safe. Desperately looking for that insurance goal, just as desperately Concord trying to find the equalizer.
Scargill picks out Evans Gillum. Silva doing well to step up to it. Bradshaw trying to work through traffic, nearly does so, but Mueller is there for Charleston. And now ahead for Petrangaro. A great turn on the ball, tripped up by Malam. And not enough contact there to draw the foul. It's going to go out for a throw.
Again, Petrangaro trying to draw the foul. Officials having none of it.
Sent forward. That was Lotus in the area for Concord rather than Malam. And now
McCree with the foul.
Foul against Concord.
Thomas Mueller comes up rubbing his nugget.
And now Charleston, as you said, not afraid to stay aggressive. 11 minutes to play with a 1-goal lead is going to bring Parisis out to have this free kick to try to send some other white jerseys forward. He sends this in the direction of Echerin, but it's too strong and out for a Concord goal kick that, again, Scargill is going to try to take quickly. But Alex Smith, his coach, is not going to allow him to do so. He's going to make another change first. Bueller is going to leave the match, replaced by Kean Thomas, who's got a goal and an assist, provides another attacking option up high. Scargill, bit of a miss hit here, and it's going to fall to Petrangaro for Charleston. Montez tried to spin onto the ball. Etcherin instead wins it. Great weighted ball into space for Silva. He's got some options. Silva coming forward, cuts onto the left foot. McCree steps to it. Well defended by Concord, but kept in by Tradati. Only as far as Messam, and Roberts will send it long. Can Santi Pasu run onto this? The long strides, not long enough. As Allen got to the ball first, it'll go out for a Charleston throw.
But you just saw on full display his speed.
My goodness.
Santi Pasu, was completely out of that. But made it dicey for Charleston, even though he couldn't catch up to it.
Silva will have the throw for Charleston as we've gone under 10 minutes to play.
Official stop the clock again. Going to have none of the time-wasting antics of either team.
This lobbed ahead, Legrio flicks it on, down to head it Evans Gillum. And Santi Pasu not able to control that at his feet. And it will be Charleston with it. Silva for Legrio, held up well by Roberts, but Montez able to get onto it, trying to keep it in. Messam, shielding him away with his shoulder, is going to have the throw.
Yeah, Messam, very physical, good job defensively.
Off the back of Santi Pasu, defended very well by Silva, just not giving him an inch of space. And Charleston's going to have the throw. This lobbed ahead. Lopez getting around Etcherin, but it bounces into some space for Petrangaro to try to create. Working off the right foot. He's going to have a shot from distance. It's just over the bar.
Tried to go to the upper left corner. Take Scargill by surprise. I think it works. Scargill not exactly in the prime position. If that had found the upper left-hand corner, I'm not sure Scargill was in a position to punch it away. It's a nice job by Petrangaro.
And he's going to have another chance on the ball as Scargill hit that one right to him. Etcherin had it put in behind him, and Lopez will try to clear it away, but Newell is there for Charleston. Wide for Etcherin. Looking ahead for Petrangaro again. Lopez will send it long. Mueller rises to meet it. Malam went down. It will stay with Charleston. Sprayed into this wide area for Silva to come forward. Ahead for Legrio. Messam stepping out to meet him. These two have locked horns a couple times. He lays it off for Montez. Back for Legrio. Touched around Messam. And McCree was the last to hit it. It'll go out for the throw-in for Charleston. We've gone under 8 minutes to play. Messam, you see there, trying to hurry Charleston along. Went and grabbed the ball, handed it right to Silva. Legrio shielding away well. Messam stepping onto it. And he had it last. Charleston for the throw. Silva looking for options. Will send this down line. Etcherin's come over. He's got it parked into the corner. Tries to cross in. Lopez knocks it down. Sent away by Evans Gillum. Allen steps forward well, but it falls to Santi Pasu. Another good defensive play there by Allen, but Roberts has a chance to play it long. Mueller coming across. Mason with a touch. And Mueller's going to try to bring this out of danger. Thomas Mueller coming forward. Dancing through traffic. Now given some space. Drops it for Montez. His pass intended for Petrangaro. Headed away by Lotus. And Tradati will have it again for Charleston. Mueller sends it long. Lopez leaps to it. Lotus trying to come in behind Petrangaro. It's now the first opportunity on the ball for Kean Thomas. He does well to send it for Evans Gillum, but he's not able to get a clean touch on it. And again, Charleston will maintain it. A couple step overs there for Silva, sizing up Roberts. Etcherin's come wide.
Concord really trying to send a long pass into the offensive end. Charleston just been too good so far.
Montez looking to pick out a teammate. Doesn't like what he sees. Gives it off for Silva. Cutting in now back to the right foot. Out wide, Legrio plays himself into the box, tried to get around Messam. Lopez comes around. Silva able to control still for Charleston. Allen at the back, playing Mason. Newell has dropped more into a defensive midfield position, shows his versatility. The offensive player of the year in the conference.
Charleston just playing takeaway at this point.
Montez lobs this to the far side. Petrangaro gets ahead on it. Now to the top of the box. Etcherin let it go through, and Bradshaw's there for Concord.
Yeah, Trinati and Etcherin actually in little miscommunication. Both looked like they were going for it, then backed away, and that resulted in the turnover.
Sent ahead by Lotus, but no options up there other than McCree. It's just bombed out by Mason. And Concord will have the throw. Roberts stepping up to take it with 5 minutes to play. He throws it back for Scargill, who was not looking for that ball. He will now step up and boot it, but that one played diagonally, just nobody there. Not a bad idea there from Roberts to play it to Scargill, who had some space to send it downfield, but Scargill wasn't prepared for it. This one ahead, taken by Messam. Lotus in some space, up for Bradshaw. He's played this entire second half after coming on late in the first. And he's won a free kick for Concord.
You can see Concord starting to get in that desperation mode.
Scargill is going to come ahead for this free kick, and Charleston is going to make a substitution. After Scargill takes it, of course. This one driven towards the box. It falls first from Lopez, sent away by Charleston. Messam heads it forward. And now into a bit of space. Petrangaros comes centrally. Slips this forward for Legrio, and a sliding play from Lotus may have stopped a goal. Roberts sends it long. Parisis off his line is going to touch it back to himself inside the box and glove that one.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Legrio on a run. That was a brilliant defensive play because that was a sure goal, which would have been pretty much the clincher for Charleston, 3:30 mark.
Parisis sends this out to the far side. Petrangaro lays it off for Mueller. Ahead for Etcherin. One touch wide for Trinati, who's come forward. Back for Etcherin. Cutting on the right foot. Messam does well to step in front. Concord needs some magic with under 4 minutes to play. Now Allen sliding in, took Santi Posu to ground, and with a little bit of a wry smile is going to be shown a yellow card.
It was an overly aggressive challenge.
And he came in hard from behind. Santi Posu coming across, and Allen slid, took him out at the ankles.
You can tell Charleston even now, lots of attention on Santi Posu.
Clock stopped with 3:11 to play. It's Scargill again taking the free kick. Concord has sent 9 men up in the area of the box. Scargill lobs this one ahead. First head to it is McCree. Mueller is there for Charleston, and Montez will play it out for a throw. 3 minutes on the clock. Concord needs an equalizer. The long throw taken into the box by Santi Posu. McCree there for it. It's loose, sliding towards the top of the box, and it's cleared away. Well done by Newell to see it out. Scargill will step back up to send this ahead. Lopez there for Concord. Messam flicks it forward. Petrangaro plays it up high for Charleston. Montez trying to run it down and keep it in. Santi Posu will shield him away. Charleston appealing for a throw-in that Santi Posu touched at last, but it is going to stay with Concord. And Santi Posu tried to get a little cheeky there, took about 10 extra feet down the touchline to try to take that throw. Instead, he's going to be directed back and will take it now. Sent forward, leaping to it. Malam not able to bring it down. Lopez is there, and Montez will again send it long for Charleston. Ted Roberts there for Concord.
And this is Concord just basically sending 10 players on the attack offensively, desperate for the equalizer.
Messam on the ball, dispossessed. It's going to be Evans Gillum to send it forward. Malam with a flick, And again, Petrangaro with that overhead kick slides in to see it away. Etcherin out into some space looking for Tridati. And now it falls to Kean Thomas. Tries to get it back from McCree, but a nice play by Montez to control for Charleston. 90 seconds to play. Concord trying to work into some space down the right side. Malam stepping around one defender. Can't beat Tridati, though. It's back for Mason, and he will pop it up out near midfield. Petrangaro on the ball. A couple of black jerseys around him, finds Montez. This would be time to take it to a corner flag if you're Charleston, and I think Alan Legreo's got that on his mind. Legreo working down the right side. Robert slides in. It goes out for a throw-in. Under a minute to play. Charleston in tremendous position here with Silva stepping over to take the throw. The official going to stop the clock with 49 seconds to play and not permit Silva to run any more off the clock. We're going to get a substitution for Charleston. Paul Aust is going to come back into the match for these final 49 seconds. More of a defensive option to replace Petrangaro. Chance here for Silva.
This is a hard spot if you're Concord. Even though the official is stopping the clock, not allowing any wasting of time, you still need to figure out how to get a turnover and turn it into an offensive opportunity.
This one played in quickly for Legreo, and coming out of there with it is Messam for Concord.
Good job by Messam.
Ahead to Santi Pasu, trying to bring it down. Immediately flocked by three jerseys. And it's going to be Messam to take the throw here. Ahead for Santi Pasu down the side. Last touch out off Concord. Santi Pasu, the last one to get a foot on it. 25 seconds left. And it will be Charleston to have the throw in. This one lobbed ahead looking for Legreo. Etcherin trying to hold up play. He's brought down.
Yeah, that was just Santiago Lopez hanging on for dear life. Nice job by Etcherin.
That could be the foul that ends it for Concord. And they're going to stop the clock and force Evans, Gillum, and Messam to allow this free kick to be taken. Tridati and Newell there for Charleston. Messam not allowing it for the moment. This booted out of play.
Into the Kanawha River.
Into the Kanawha River, and that is going to bring an end to a heated Mountain East Conference Men's Soccer Championship match. But the University of Charleston stays invincible. 2-1, the final score as the Golden Eagles claim another Mountain East Conference Championship over the Concord Mountain Lions. The difference, Martin Etcherin in the second half puts it in the back of the net, and Charleston will once again call itself champions of the Mountain East Conference, the number one team in the nation, 16-0-4 without a loss in 20 matches. A valiant effort from the Concord Mountain Lions, equalizing in the second half. But Concord not able to do it today. Charleston proves its quality and walks away with some more silverware.
What a great match. Coming in, we knew it was going to be a contrast, two different styles. We saw that on the pitch. We knew how dynamic the Concord forwards were on the long entries. We saw that. We knew how skilled Charleston and quick they were on the build-up. We saw that everything we wanted and we thought this match would be is exactly how it unfolded.
Again, Charleston wins it 2-1 over Concord, the number one team in the nation. Holds up in the final minutes. A stiff challenge, to say the least, from Alex Smith's team of Mountain Lions. But this Charleston team, just undeniable in the biggest moments. It was Jack Allen early, seizing the momentum for Charleston with a set-piece goal. This was an absolute beauty that we'll get a look at here. Beautiful service from Leonardo Dutra. And then the senior Allen, who had so many great defensive moments, but it was this offensive play that got Charleston ahead first.
And you could see right before that there was another play. Charleston couldn't get it in, but that was just beautiful entry by Leo Dutra.
And then Dominic Malam equalizing in the second half, a miscue from Mackenzie Mason of Charleston, was able to find the ball in some space and lob it over Parisis, who's been so rarely beaten this year.
Quiet first half from Milan, but boy, was he good in the second.
And then the winner here for Charleston, great service from Legrio, nearly the bicycle kick winner from Petrangaro, but it falls to Etrin, a true poacher's goal to put it into the back of the net and seal what became the victory for Charleston.
Ironically, Etron so active throughout this match. The one time he's just kind of standing around, the ball finds its way to his feet and he converts.
So Martine Etrin with the winner, the freshman of the year in the Mountain East Conference. Michael, this was an absolutely spectacular match, and before we wrap this up and see the trophy presented to the University of Charleston, your final thoughts on an absolutely dynamic 90 minutes of soccer.
Look, a year ago, these two teams met 4 times because they met in the NCAA tournament. I would not at all be surprised if eventually these two find themselves back on the pitch again yet a 4th time. But for now, Charleston, richly deserved conference champions. Concord, no need to hold your head. Man, you put on a show, you gave an effort, you left it all out on the pitch today.
Daniel Smee's Golden Eagles champions again, 2-1, the final score. Charleston over Concord from the Welch Athletic Complex here on the banks of the Kanawha River. That will do it for us, for everyone here in Charleston, for Michael Schultz and everyone involved in the production of this broadcast from the Welch Athletic Complex. I am Daniel Woods, repeating your final score. Charleston is the champion of the Mountain East Conference, 2-1 over Concord. This has been a presentation of Mountain East TV.
No weekend plans? Try some of ours. With a generous serving of historic sites, foodie eccentricities, and brewery diversions, the happiest hours start here. Mountaineer Country. Come, go wild.
Attention all car buyers, it's deal time at the all-new Cardinal Chevrolet. Come see the team at Cardinal Chevrolet and let us show you what a great deal really looks like. No games, no gimmicks, just great prices on all the Chevys you love. If you want to save a buck on your next car or truck, come see us at Cardinal Chevrolet. Silverados, Equinox, Blazers, all recently reduced and ready for immediate delivery. Our best deals, your best time to buy. The all-new Cardinal Chevrolet. Exit 34 of I-64 in Hurricane, West Virginia. Together, let's drive.
For over 4.
And now, please direct your attention to midfield, where Mountain East Conference Deputy Commissioner Ali DeWitt is here to present the 2025 MEC Tournament Championship Trophy to the captains from the University of Charleston. Once again, congratulations to the University of Charleston. On behalf of Concord University and the University of Charleston, the Mountain East Conference thanks you for attending today's game and asks you that you please drive home safely. Fans, we also ask that you kindly place all items in the receptacle as you exit the building.